Okay, I am live on YouTube. I'm live on TikTok. If you are just joining us, hello. U.S. Women's National Team won 6-0 over New Zealand. 3 goals from Sears, 2 for Kat Macario, and 1 for Rose Lavelle. This was much more fun to watch than the first Portugal friendly, but that's a low bar. It was good. Like I thought everything looked really good. Lily Johannes in the midfield makes everything look good. Didn't have an issue with Lindsay Horan in the second half for Rose Lavelle. I did think Rose Lavelle fit this a little bit better. It's really hard to say too much just because of the game flow. New Zealand just wasn't there in the same level. It didn't give us as much of a challenge. So let's see. What do you think of Tony Gustafsson for Sweden? Jury's out for me because it's less about Tony. Like my concerns for Sweden are really about the player pool because we did not rotate things back in the same way. So it's, I just don't think we have. I want your shirt. Where did you get it? Okay, so I got it at State Champs coffee store in Ohio. I didn't go to Ohio. No, I'm sure it's nice. Nobody get mad at me. I'm sure Ohio's nice. I haven't physically been to Ohio. But they have not been selling these of late. So I know they're very popular. I have one also, like the Pride edition, which is nice. I think they made a Chicago Stars edition. So they're cool, but yeah, they don't sell them right now. So sorry about that. Let's see. Johannes is a freak, complimentary. I just assume she sees everything as geometry. And she just keeps getting better. It just gets better. It's so good. Like it's who has that kind of poise in the midfield at any point in their career, let alone at 18. Crazy. The Sweden we saw against Spain was poor, nothing like the Euros. No, it was bad. I mean, and so the Sweden you saw over the summer in the Euros for me was shockingly good. I didn't expect it to be that good. This Sweden that we're seeing these last 2 legs, very much what I thought you would see in the Euros. So I was pleasantly surprised over the summer with that they had one more go in them. But make no mistake, this is a rebuild of Sweden's national team. It's going to be rough. Like I don't expect them to be a World Cup contender in 2027. I just don't. Right about Heap stepping into her sweet spot tonight. Yeah. Like, listen, it was a good game for her. Like I said, I still preferred Lavelle, I think, in there, but I thought it was good. Wish we saw a Shaw or Johannes goal, but their passes were always beautiful. Agreed. And I don't love Shaw playing the 9, so to speak, because it's not really a 9. It's a false 9. It's really more like, I don't even want to call it false 9 because, Bramblewood, thank you for the gift. I always love when that happens. I almost missed it looking on YouTube instead. It's like a vibesy thing that she and Heaps were doing, but it was good. They let Sams play, I know, the whole match, and she did great. Really lovely. Thought Heaps did well overall, but New Zealand not a huge competition. Agreed. Bug has that level of poise in the backfield. Both her and Johannes floated the ball. Agreed. I think she's yes. For me, my only gripe with Bug is, you know what I'm gonna say. I need a tall center back. And Germa's not tall. So but it's nice to know we've got somebody else that I think is going to grow to be. She's got a lot of Germa-esque qualities, Bug. So I think we still can do without Heaps. Her passes are clunky, but I do appreciate her physicality at times. I think she provides something that somebody else in the midfield does not so far. Greetings from Ecuador. Thank you so much for the kind words. And yes, we got to see Coutinho, which was a surprise. I didn't think we were going to get that. If it becomes Heaps over Lavelle, how do you handle the captain situation? Well, the captains have been rotating the whole time, right? Emma Hayes does not lock in on one captain. So I think it'll be okay. France and Germany are both great. France created many chances, and Germany's Clara Buell. Clara Buell's been great. Really fun to watch. Eva is very tall. Listen, I got her ceiling for me is just like it's so high. It's so high because she's got good pace. She's got good size. She reads the plays well. She's just like she just needs a little more time because you only get better at this position. Like there's a reason why like center backs can play longer because when you can read the ball better, it's just nice. But yeah, so sorry. Somebody on YouTube is asking, is Eva tall? Yes. She's 5'10" or 5'11". Does Fallon not starting mean anything? I'm not going to read into it yet. I think that it's still her as the one. My theory on it is that with that new of a back line together, you wanted somebody who had consistency together, and obviously Bug and Dickey have played together. I think Sears is earning her spot. I don't know if she'll be a starter, especially if others become available. She's making a great case for a spot. Agreed. I think Emma Sears, we talked about this at halftime a little bit. Because I do think there's fair criticism of, frankly, her footwork. But in terms of like 1v1 and that stuff, she's so pacey and so strong. And like, you don't have that combo of size and speed to play out wide very often. That's a very rare profile. So, Miss Trinity on the field. Hope she gets better ASAP. MCL sprain is so painful. Agreed. Dickey was great. Agreed. Sears needs to develop her left foot. Yeah, I mean, she didn't get to play on her favorable side, right? So, does Bug ever play left back, or was that just out of convenience? Not lately. I haven't seen her. If she's played it, and I'm sure she has. I have not for Raid. I don't think I've ever seen her play there, but I thought she did very well. Honestly, like, she should consider that. When Germa is healthy, do you think McKeon is out of the center back pool? I don't think she's out of the pool. I don't think she's in no, because I mean, she's got a little more size on her than Bug, but I think Bug is better. And I don't think she has so much size that it offsets the difference in level there. Let's see. Did Emma Hayes do enough to get another call up? I think so. I thought she looked great. Hell, if she could do that on the left, she'll start. Seriously. Like, just swap her to the other side. Like, because the thing for me, too, was, like, with those minutes, she just had, like, to me, I just felt off of her, like, fuck it, we ball. It was just like, okay, I'm not playing my preferred position, but at least I'm getting out here, and I'm just going to do everything I can. And she did. So do it again. Put her on the left. Do it again. Let's see. Any word on why Sentinel got a little time over the 3 friendlies? I don't know. I thought she was very strong in the last game. Starting lineup for the Italy match will be interesting. Agreed. Let's see. Anyone know why DAZN has no English commentary for Liga FA? I do not know. I don't know that they spend a lot of time providing commentary, like or like arranging it. They just kind of air what they got. Top 3 players from the last 3 games. That's going to be Johanna's, obviously. Yeah, I mean, it's Johanna's. It's Lavelle tonight. I think Shaw's been pretty strong. I was very happy with Jaden Shaw this camp. Score tonight was 6-0. What benefits the team more, a loss to a good team or a 6-0 win to a bad team? I think it depends on how those things come about. Moultrie had a good camp. I'd give you that. I wouldn't put her in the top 3, but she had a really good camp. I would say probably a loss to a good team. I would say benefits more in friendlies, but I'd like to. It's always good to have both. Thoughts on Lily Real? I thought Lily Real was better tonight than she was in her other showings, but or other showing, right? It's like not quite there for me, and I think it's because like she's naturally a center back as well. So like that's just the thing, is she's naturally center back as well, and she's adapting to it. But I still like I watch her and I'm sitting there and I'm like, this is a center back, so I don't know. I'm not sure if Moultrie dressed tonight. I think for a 6-0 match, we learned a lot. Yeah, I would agree with that. I think we did. Because I don't think it was as easy of a 6-0 match as I think it felt easy, and that's always the deceptive part. Okay. Sears had the best runs in. Seems like she was always in the right spot. Yes. This match and the way it was flowing was beautifully built for Eva Sears. Any predictions for changes to the next roster? I'm not sure where Yasmin Ryan fits in here, is kind of my question. So that's my question, I guess, overall. Do you think this is a good game overall? And I enjoyed myself. So there's that. And if you're new here, there's 210 of you on TikTok. There are only 45 of you on YouTube, so the YouTube questions have a much higher chance of getting answered. Not because I have any preference for either platform, and that's why my eyes keep going back and forth. I'm a Liverpool fan, needed this. Oh, yeah, you guys are having a rough night. That's a rough day. I mean, I don't know where you are, but it's been rough. It's pretty brutal. Macario was off tonight. It was not her strongest performance for me. Who would you call it instead of Real Rodriguez? I liked Abello. I would call back Abello. I thought Abello did well. I liked what I saw with Abello. I'd also ask Maddie Darlene to play left back. Wish we'd seen Sentinel with Levanta. Seems like some team chemistry opportunities were missed with e.g. with Lavelle and Shaw. Yeah, I agree with that. I can see that. Let's see. I always thought that watching the U.S. Women's National Team players like seeing the best DC and Marvel superheroes together. Oh, that's very sweet. I like that. Oh, the skeleton. I'm sorry. Yeah. So okay. So I'm a trial attorney and I do mostly catastrophic injury type cases. So this is my skeleton Noodle. And Noodle, sorry, I'm like it moves other ways depending on where I go. I'm like, go back this way so you don't see my giant piles of crap. Okay, yeah, we're just getting lots of interesting views on YouTube. Anyway, but he comes with me to trial so I can like explain the body to people. So, but he can be, it's Halloween. It's so weird to get this question in Halloween. I'm just kidding. Why don't we play better teams like Sweden or the Netherlands? Oh, Carmenista, let me tell you about a little something called the European Nations League and how it has completely ruined so much of international football for me on both the men's and the women's side. Because now at each of these international breaks, the European teams only play each other. So now there's like no one to schedule against for the most part. That would be what has happened. And you know what else it did was it made the Euros this summer, like the group stages, really boring because most of those teams have played each other so many times. So to answer your question, it's the European Nations League, which is for me one of the worst things to happen in international footy in the last decade, which is saying something. Off topic, but where's everyone streaming England, other European matches? I'm in SoCal. So Paramount Plus had a lot of stuff. And then the other ones, it's like you just hope for a link to drop. And I'm usually a lot better, y'all, about providing you with the links and telling you where to watch. I just wasn't this week. But I'll make sure I get y'all next window. We're gonna play Japan and Korea in perpetuity. No, literally, that's what it feels like. Nations League shouldn't matter, but the problem is like it weirdly does still for like qualifying for tournaments because it affects seeding again. But oh, my skeleton reminds me of the TV show Bones. There you go, that's fun. I want Emma to continue to keep the wingback pool wide open. Nobody's really shining there this camp. Agreed. New Zealand goalkeeper was very good. Thoughts on Bug? I thought Bug was strong. I like Jordan Bug. I think Jordan Bug is a very good center back. I just don't want to see two short center backs playing together. I don't. No. I just canceled Paramount Plus. Of course, now that she's a stream on there, it's so hard. It's so hard. People are like, I can't afford all these services, and like, I get that. I'm just bad at personal finance, so I'm not gonna remember to cancel and turn them back on or whatever. It's just not gonna happen. Would I replace Bethune with anyone on next roster? I was surprised not to see her here, but I didn't miss her. That's what I will say. I'm super curious what happens when Wilson and Pugh become available and how they slot in, assuming they make it. Emma definitely seems like a no guarantees person. She's definitely a no guarantees person. But I don't know what they're going to look like when they come back. I feel better about Sophia Wilson than I do about Mel Swanson in terms of getting back in. Are there any solid, tall center backs besides Davidson and Cook? Debatable on whether I call Cook tall. Alana Cook is a 5'9" playing height. Like I don't know how tall she is. Davidson is by far your most stable tall. Let's see. I miss Sanchez. Yeah, I know. I need Women's Football YouTube to come back with these streams. I know. We've missed the channel. Any games you'll watch for NWSL this weekend? Yeah, the two that matter. Because maybe I'll probably watch all of them, honestly. But there are obviously two that have a lot more impact. So, do you think Meza will get another call back? Yes, I do. Most stable tall. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Who is a lock on this roster at forward? Trinity when healthy, 1,000% lock. Alyssa Thompson, I think, is a lock. Probably a lock, yeah. I think Kat's a lock, but I don't know if you want to call her a forward or not. But I think Kat's a lock. Excited for the game in Orlando. It'll be a fun time. Do you think Midge will get another call up? I do not. No, I don't. Do I want Courage or Lovell for the last spot? That's a really hard call. I don't know who I want. I don't think either of them is going to make a deep run. I think both of them would get bounced in the quarters. So, let's see. Lavelle's a lock, yeah, but she's not a forward. Is PTJ still number one as far as I'm concerned? Yes, but I'm gonna let's keep eyes on this because I think I think Emma Hayes likes Claudia Dickey, and like Claudia Dickey is a great goalkeeper. She's been the best goalkeeper in the NWSL this season. Very not close to me. Would you prefer Emma Sears over Alyssa Thompson at left wing? No. I just think Alyssa's in a little bit of a 1v1 funk, but generally I'll take Alyssa Thompson there. I just think they're different. What's the difference between a wing back and an outside back? Nothing. That's just vernacular. I mean, like in theory, when you say wing back, you're really talking about somebody that like definitely shifts into like a 3-5-2 in possession. In theory, but like they're technically interchangeable as far as I'm concerned. Okay. I wonder what Casey's opinion is of playing two short center backs together. I don't know. How could you know? Let's see. I'm worried about Japan. I'm not. That coach is ruining them, man. Did you say they lost to Norway? Oh, you mean worried? Oh, I'm sorry. You mean you're worried about Japan the way I'm worried about Japan, not that you're worried about Japan and the U.S. I'm sorry. I misunderstood you. Yeah, no, I'm worried too. I have no idea why they made that coaching change. That was insane. Is Cooper a lock? She did so much work tonight. I think Cooper is trending toward lock. Do you think Wesley will get another call up next camp? Depends who's available. I think she bumps out if Germa's healthy. Hoping Zoe Matthews develops nicely. It would be nice to have a 6'2" center back. I'd love to have a 6'2" center back. Our own Wendy Renard. It'd be great. Okay. I'm an ACFC fan for NWSL. Do I think Sharples will get a call up? We need some height. I'd like to see Sharples involved for that reason, but I don't think so. Did you see Soph staying in Portland long run after having her baby? I mean, I'm going to be shocked if she doesn't go to Denver. I'll be surprised. Yeah. Will Corbin be back? I don't think so. I just think the depth at the 10 is rough. Like, it's just brutal. And I don't think she's good enough at the 6 or the 8. I think she's a good 10, but she's not. No. Do you think LaBonta's going to be called up again? No. I don't. I'm glad our keepers get minutes, unlike England, who play Hampton every game unless she's injured. Yeah, and then all of a sudden she's injured, and you're like, shit. Oh, we got a 5'6" goalkeeper. I would love to see Jalen Howell get a call up. Would Trinity benefit from a move to Europe for club? I think everybody benefits from switching it up and playing somewhere different. So yes, I do think Trinity's style is better suited presently to playing in the NWSL. Will Sam Staub be back? I think she would have been back this pool if she were coming back. So I'm going to go no. Gattino will be back. As long as she keeps developing and like, I think she's made some good strides like this season for PSG. I know there are people who are like, well, PSG's conceded all these goals in these important matches. Yeah, they have. But like, if you watch how they've happened, it wasn't Gattino. Like, I think her positioning has gotten better. I think her 1v1 defending has gotten better. The games I've watched, I haven't seen a lot of her distribution yet. So I'm curious to see how that's developing. But like, she's just got all the attributes you need for a top center back. She really does. So I'd like to see her keep developing, and I'm glad to see her back in. Do you think Davidson fits back in with healthy? Yes, 1,000%. I do. Because you need a tall center back. You just need one. Do you think Emma Hayes recognizes our height issues? I don't know. I really don't. I mean, I have to think yes, because there's a reason she keeps playing Lindsay Horan. Heaps. You know, I watch a lot of these teams are playing two short center backs, and I genuinely don't understand it. And I'm biased because I'm a tall, right? Like, so you gotta, if you don't know, like I'm tall, so I feel for my fellow talls. Like there should be one of us, but then it's like you watch it and you're going, just get a tall. Let's see. Kyra should leave Arsenal. Agreed. Like, this isn't good for her development anymore. She's given us a lot of time. Heaps is better at the 10. Heaps at the 8 is a nightmare to me. Like, there's no defensive work rate. She don't want to be there. She doesn't make a secret one to be there. She floats off into the 9 half the time she's in the 10. No. Yeah, Dolly has been, Kenza Dolly has been really, really, really good. Flint has been good. They've all been good, but Dolly for me would be my midfielder of the year. Let's see. Yeah, hoping this international breaks a reset for Arsenal women. I do as well. I thought Sam's had a really great night. Like, and I was glad to see it because we keep bringing her in and then never playing her. So, let's see. Woman of the match today. It's hard not to give it to Sears. No, as a fellow tall, I'm always in awe of Sears' speed. No, like, that's the thing is, like, again, this is what we talked about at halftime, and I talked about it with Emma Sears. I'll talk about it with Lena Hurtig as well, you know, for Sweden, even though she's kind of aging out, you know, at this point. But you don't get people that are almost 6 feet tall or like pushing up on there that are that fast. Doesn't really happen that often. So when you got one, it's just really helpful. let's see. I think if Flint was coming back, she'd be back in already. Like that's the thing is like you've got these midfielders that have had like some of their best seasons in Flint and Howell, and they didn't get called back in. So I think that just tells you where they're at in the pool. Thoughts on the Elizabeth Eddy post? Like disappointing, transphobic, racist, just garbage. And like I didn't do a post addressing it initially because I'm just like this person is irrelevant and I don't even want to like draw attention to any of this shit. And then like the club made the vaguest lame statement of all time. I'm like, how hard is it to say? You're like vaguely we are for equality, and it's like no, name the thing because it's not just like it's not just that she holds these trash opinions, which like in addition to just being transphobic, like when you start talking about like gender and sex testing and all this stuff, like we've been down this road before, like, and it was horrific. And it just perpetuates like it's always about controlling women and what femininity looks like, and it ends up being very racist. And to include all those photos of Bonda was just, I mean, anyway, sorry, it's upsetting and it was awful, and I hope she enjoys never playing again or anybody talking about her again. Let's see. I'm curious how Torden is doing on the youth team. I haven't been paying attention to them. I didn't watch it either. To the extent that there was anything to watch, and I'm not sure there was. I actually, because yeah, she was at the U23. No, so we didn't watch any of that. Mejia, no, I wouldn't call Mejia a lock. I think we'll see. I think she gets called in again in December, but watch the minutes a little bit. I could see that dwindling out. No refrigerator at all. Agreed. Eddie never got my. I kept looking at the roster and it'd be like, she's still on here for what purpose? I start PTJ. I goalkeeper. I like PTJ. I think it's PTJ for me. Sam's or McKeon. I'm pro Sam's. Why Herman is dwindling? Because I don't think she can hold the line without Germa. Like I think everybody looks good next to Germa. I think on her own, Bug is the strongest one we've seen in there so far. For me, like Bug was the strongest center back this camp. That's my hot take, which I don't think is that hot of a take. So yeah, no U23 matches this window, but will be next window. Okay. Yeah, December. It's I think there's a November game, and then there's are they both December? It's that like first week of December, you know. Favorite goal of the window? Yeah, give me Rose Lavelle. Yeah, November 28th. Will triple espresso ever be triple espresso again? I don't think so. I just don't think the odds are there that they'll all be healthy again at the same time, and also like the top starters. Friday after Thanksgiving. Oh, well, Black Friday. Okay. All right, y'all. I am gonna go watch my husband clean while he stress watches the World Series. He like cleans when he's stressed. It's very funny to me. So this was very fun. Good window. And yeah, and again, if you don't follow me or subscribe on YouTube and you enjoyed this and want to join us next time, like give me a follow, give me a subscription. It's like a little dopamine hit for me, and that's what keeps me going here. But anyway, super fun, and thanks for joining me. Let's fucking go. All right, and YouTube, I say bye to you last. Cheers.